I'm Nick Hughes, and this is Founders Live Conversations.
Areas I want to talk about is you took an awesome trip a couple years ago.
Yes.
You described the trip and what you learned from it.
So the trip was in 2015. We had just launched the business as a full-time business. We'd raised our first round of funding. And the first version of the business was actually to have a ticketing system. So like a StubHub, like a SeatGeek, we wanted to sell tickets directly to you, the customer. What we realized is that a big part of that was marketing, and we had very little marketing budget. We'd spent almost everything on the product.
Yeah.
So to counteract that, what we did is we wanted to drive around to all 30 stadiums and go talk to all the customers and say, here's this app, what do you like? Would you use this? Would you buy an experience? We learned so much from talking to all those fans, ultimately that they had bought tickets before and they didn't have the information on mobile especially.
Mm-hmm.
So that was super valuable. The thing that came out of that was even more valuable was we talked to several teams and several ticketing companies. And from a lot of them, we heard, oh, this is great information. Can we just buy the data from you? And out of that, at the end of the year, we said, we can either keep going B2C or we can go B2B. And the team got together, and we had some great advisors. Manish Gowdy was one of them, and we designed a pivot where we went from B2C to B2B. So it was 4 months of what I would call the ultimate, customer discovery.
Right.
Really getting into how do you know your customer really deeply.
That is an amazing story. I remember when you went on this trip, you were planning it, and we talked about it, and we strategized a little bit. But I feel like what you just did at that time was like you went to the full length of a customer discovery journey. Mm-hmm. And do you think the company would be where it is if you didn't do that?
No.
So
I don't think so.
So your thoughts and advice to other founders would be do whatever it takes, right? So describe that a little bit more of you chose to drive how many miles?
15,568.
15,000
Yes.
In how many months?
That was 4 months. 40 states plus Canada.
To find answers.
To go where the customer lives. Right. And really, get deep on it.
And do you realize there's founders in this city and other places that won't even go outside their office to talk to the customers that they should be talking to? That's huge,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you have gone to lengths to figure this out, which I think is amazing. It's honorable, and I think it brought you to where